Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's almost Christmas, almost Thanksgiving, I guess, really, but we're right there in the thick of holiday shopping. So I wanted to give you a great list of toys to be on the lookout for this holiday season. Some of these toys are just classics that I feel like every kid needs. And in this video, I want to go through toys specifically for younger kids. So some of these probably starting at like 18 months up to 5 or 6. And then I'm going to do 2 other videos to help you with older kids. But I didn't want to just cram it all into one. So to get started, one of our favorite brands is B Toys. These guys in front of me are B Toys toys. B Toys are sold in Target, Amazon, Walmart. So you're going to be able to find them all over the place. This is one of the B Toys rodeo rockers. Super cute. His name, he's Clippity Clop, and he's zebra powered, which is absolutely adorable. He doesn't take batteries. He's kid powered, really. 18 months and up here, but one of those classic toys that every kid needs. And this is just a really fun one. Not only does he have textile things for them to just sit here and play with, but also just makes fun noises while you rock on him. So B Toys also has a train. I'm gonna turn him on here. He sings songs and he goes. This is a really easy train to set up. It snaps together and stays together. So if you have little hands, they can't upset the track. And it's also easy for them to make it move. It's 2 simple buttons, not hard at all for them to figure out. And again, I would say 18 months and up, but really younger kids would enjoy it too. There are no small parts here and no parts that they're gonna break. So this track is gonna stay together no matter where they slide it or move it around the house. Okay, so that's B Toys. I have a couple other fun B Toys that we're gonna mention in a minute. One other one, and this could almost be any age, is Comfy Critters. So Comfy Critters is taking the concept of a blanket and they've added a hood, but they've also added the ability to turn it into an animal. So rather than to try to fold it up and do that, I'm gonna just show you one that's already folded. This is how they come. They're sold in Target in the As Seen on TV section, or you can buy them online, and I'll put the link below the video. So Comfy Critters, they fold up into a critter in the end and Velcro close. So the critter is, the blanket is completely folded up inside. It's gonna stay there. Now I say it could be for any age because they actually make these for collegiate teams. So you could go even into high school adult age and grab an Alabama elephant or Osceola if you're a Florida State fan with me. But they do have a number of licensed characters. Paw Patrol is one of their biggest. And they have a number of characters that are, I guess, generic. Generic might be the wrong word, but cats, dogs, unicorns. This just fits right over their head. And it even has little hand pockets for them so that they can wear the blanket almost like a cape. So you can see it's very plush and actually very big. I would demonstrate for you, but I don't know if purple's my color. But get the idea. It's super fun. I have no doubt that my girls will love them as well this Christmas. Another one, while I'm down here on the floor, is Fill the Fridge. This is taking the classic shape sorter that we would give to small infants and really stepping it up a notch. So Phil takes batteries and he spins around. Depending on how hard you push, he will spin faster or slower. So he's good for kind of a range of ages. The goal is to get your shape of your food into the hole as he spins and inside, but he does randomly stop and open his door and dump everything out that's inside the fridge. So just kind of knowing how he does that, everything comes out, then you've got to start back over again. It's a fun, simple, but enjoyable toy. And price range wise, he is less than 15 bucks. I didn't mention on Comfy Critters, but they are about 25, and everything else is in the $25 to $30 range. So Phil is on the cheaper side, which is great for just a fun toy that lots of folks can play. It's a 4-person game, as low as 1 if they wanted to sit there and play by themselves, but there are 4 different colors that they can sit there and work as a kind of group game, trying to get their color into Phil before he opens up his door and dumps it all out. To move on to a classic toy that I feel like every kid really needs, a play kitchen. Now, for me, with 5 kids, I have had a play kitchen for, oh goodness, probably 13 years. But the play kitchen we all think of, the big, bulky, takes up a whole section of the house play kitchen, it really needs to be a thing of the past. I am in love with Popover Kitchen. That's what these are called. It literally pops over a chair, but that's the brand. It is Popover Kitchen. So this is their stove and oven and their counter. And we've got doors and blenders that things fit in. They also have full accessory lines for lots of things that they can play with. The oven opens, the microwave opens. They can just sit here and play. But when they're done playing, you untie the straps and put it away. And it's 2 dining room chairs again. This really fits over any size chair as well. If you can tell, there are some plastic backings that go in that are thick. So this is actually standing well above the height of our chair, and it works perfectly. So there's also a plastic bottom that can go on. I didn't put it on right now, but you can, and that kind of helps if the seat bottom isn't quite as wide as the toy. They can go to town, they can have their kitchen, and then you can put it away, versus having this kitchen that's taking up a section of the house for the next 10 years. We don't need that. These start at $29, which is also a fraction of the price of those gigantic wooden kitchens. So it's the best of both worlds. I highly, highly recommend them. At least look into it. So you can grab them online, you can grab them from Amazon, but Popover is the brand that you're looking for. Pops over a chair. Best way to think about it, best way to remember it. Now the other side that I want to go, and this is kind of going back to bee toys. So I mentioned in the beginning, the last 3 things have not been bee toys, but this one is, I love pretend play and letting kids have a place where they can imagine whatever they want to imagine. So this is the Bee Toys tent. It actually has a more official, it's the teepee. So for this, comes in this little box. Easy to set up and take down. It's just like poles that snap in and you're done. But what a fun place for not only play, but a reading nook, whatever they want to turn this into. It also comes with a little light. There's a little window on that side. They can close the flaps and close themselves in. I could imagine hours here and possibly your kids never wanting to take it down. This tent, there are a lot of other similar ones that you'll find too that are different colors. So you may not find a purple one in your store. Sold in Target, Walmart, Amazon. Those are the main places. And to give you a price range, this is a little bit more in the $40 to $50 range, depending on the store that you find it in. But when you're looking for these, just look for sturdy. Look for one that if I put my kids in it, they're not gonna, 2 of them aren't gonna manage to knock it over. There are some out there that's gonna happen. So kind of get a feel for it before you buy, if you can, in the store. But this is the one that I would recommend. So it's the Bee Toys teepee, and you should be able to find it in the store in that little box. I know you're thinking it makes something really big, so that's why I stuck the box here so you wouldn't forget exactly how small it might be when you're in the store and looking. If you want a great truck, I mean, just who doesn't need a great truck? So this is driven by Batat, sold in Target almost exclusively. Online and in stores, you'll find both. And driven, these are not, obviously look at this compared to me, these aren't little trucks, these are big. They do some fun things. So every piece that you see, the ladder can raise and lower, it can extend. The hose, actually, you can fill the fire engine with water, and it has a hose that will sit here and uncoil and shoot water. Doors open, horns honk. These are very working trucks. So if I were to pick two as my favorites, the fire truck or the recycling truck. I can think of so many little boys that I used to babysit who just wanted to watch the recycling truck or trash truck come down the street. So the trash truck has a conveyor belt that moves inside. They have lots of working parts and pieces and really great reviews from parents. So driven trucks, price range wise, they're about $30. You will find some sales running. They are in Black Friday ads, so Target exclusively. And my two favorites, the fire truck and the recycling truck, though there are a number of other ones to pick from. They also have a mini line that are much smaller, but these, if you've got kids that have little action figures, they'll actually fit in the front. So, you know, if we've got some action figures that want to drive away and play superhero in the fire truck, they can do that. I will say, based on reviews and based on just playing with them, these are probably good indoor trucks. I don't know with all the working parts and pieces that she would want to take it outside. I just don't know how long things would last if we did that, but they're going to have a blast for a very long time inside with these trucks. So all of these are great toys in the 18-month up to 5 or 6 range. Some of them could be even more. I know my older girls will still love to play with the kitchen just as much as my 3-year-old will, but it gives you a good idea of toys to look for in this age group. So stay tuned and watch the next 2 videos to get ideas for 6 and on up with some great toys coming out this Christmas.